Well, good morning. Happy Monday. And as Dan would say, go ahead and say it, Dan.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
You say it louder, man.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
There you go.
Welcome.
There, it sounds good now.
There we go.
You do it with some enthusiasm, It is definitely Monday for sure.
My God, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to dig deep.
Well,
Digging deep.
how deep you going to dig?
I got to dig deep to pull that enthusiasm. It's dormant. It's sleeping. It's hiding under a rock.
Is it still on the weekend?
Had a good weekend.
But are you still on the weekend?
Yeah,
time?
I'd love to be on the weekend on Monday.
How about a week long?
This should be the last day of the weekend.
It should. We don't got anything. There we go. Okay. What'd you do this week? You were going to lay in the pool.
Yeah, we're finished with the pool. Yeah.
But you were going to lay in the pool.
Well, I got in the pool.
Okay.
I had to work around the pool a little bit. I had to do some little tweaking. I had to put the ladder. I had to attach the ladder.
Oh, okay.
Onto the deck. Which didn't take long.
Are you tweaked out?
I'm tweaked out. And then I went and mowed. I mowed the 6 acres.
Oh.
Yeah, we're rebuilding the fence. Redoing the fence and tearing
Who's
out all.
we?
Well, everyone else is. I'm not doing that work.
Everyone else is in who?
My son and Nathan and Max and Dylan. Or Dalton.
You kind of hired them out because you don't want to do it?
Yeah. No, well.
Are they helping you?
They're a lot more acclimated to the heat.
They're also younger.
Yeah. And the younger ones, hey, if you're going to get some work done, put 2 guys together and kind of say things to make them compete against each other. Boy, you'll get some work done.
Okay. Good for you. Way to go, man.
Go out there and say, do you work out? Dalton looks like he works out a little bit. I've noticed he's working a little bit harder than you are.
Now, who are these guys?
These are they help us every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good for you.
They are legal people. They are legal.
Okay.
They're not from off the border.
Okay.
Meaning they're not from Newton County.
Right.
So
the border of Newton County.
Newton County.
Neuter County.
Neuter County. Oh boy. They wouldn't like that.
No, they would not want to be neutered.
They're hard workers.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad you got some help.
Yeah, you got to give them a lot of direction,
though. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's more work to be done.
You got to do it. Hopefully this week will pass by and it'll be cooler weather again.
I think it's supposed to be a little warm this week.
It is.
Yeah.
But anyway.
How was that concert?
It was very good.
Yeah. I saw some video. I didn't get to go because I didn't get tickets soon enough.
Excellent seats.
Oh.
I mean, I did. I was like 6 rows back.
Well, you got them
like
front. A day or two after they announced it, right?
The tickets went on sale at 6 a.m. whatever date, and I was on the computer at 6 a.m. on that date buying I had like other people I was buying for too. We had a group of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Did you get to meet Zach or not?
I did not, and I didn't go to the banquet. It just didn't work out to where I could do that. But I said he was late to that.
He was late to the banquet.
He was late to the banquet, but.
Well, he's a superstar. I mean, you got to be late. I mean, you can't show up. You can't be waiting there on time at the front of the receiving line. You can't do that.
Right. But his testimony was really good, and I'd heard it before. But it was very good, and it was really nice to have him here. And Jerry Thomason was his coach, his basketball coach.
Yeah.
Back when he had all this, and
was he there?
Jerry,
yeah,
yes.
Was he there? Okay.
He was also my algebra teacher. It's kind of cool, Jerry. But he just was beaming. So,
good.
I'm sure he's very proud, and it's kind of a cool deal. Jerry Thomason.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Zach wasn't beaming.
He was beaming too, but I think he was just hot. I mean, like, it was, it was kind of hot.
Yeah, pretty hot, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it was real good.
He does a lot of those outdoor venues, so, I mean, you gotta keep cool the best way you can.
Right. And Mickey, I think, will be on Thursday, and we'll get kind of some updates about the whole 50th, 50th
Well, she can stop talking about it.
No, it's not over yet. They still have the end of the year.
I know. No, I'm talking about the Zach Wade.
Yes, she can stop
talking about
after I grill her about it. Like, who are you bringing next?
Yeah.
Right?
How can you top this one?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. The crowd was all the way up the hillside. It was great. There was a lot of people there.
Cool. Well, you had a seat, though.
Yeah.
You're right up
This
front.
63-year-old booty doesn't want to sit on the grass anymore, people, or in a lawn chair for an extended period of time.
You don't want to get any chiggers?
I need a back.
Yeah.
I need a back.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
You kind of get selfish
Do you
in your
know
old
what?
age.
I'm doing this Pilates, which is really good because it's a lot of core.
Is it core Pilates?
I don't know if it's called core. It's fit with cocoa. And with the little coconuts. That's what she calls them. Anyway, it's a video, but it's very good. It's different. She put some strength training in there too, but it requires a lot of compound moves. It's very, very good. It's very, very challenging. And I'm on the beginner level. My husband just took off and went intermediate, you know.
Oh.
And I can and we used to do some of these workout type positions in some of the other workouts I've done, but he's never done that, and it's quite interesting to see him struggle a bit with some of the compound
that's
moves.
good.
But anyway, yeah. Anyway,
There's another type of exercise that people are doing. Is circuit training?
yeah, that's
Circuit
always
training?
good too.
Yeah, that's a.
It's
You
like
don't
HIIT, but circuit training.
you don't do repetitive reps on anything.
It's time.
Yeah, you
40
got to
seconds of work versus.
and then stop and
Right.
then do something
and
else
that's
and then
how
go back
hers
to
is as well.
it. Okay, I think that would be more of an endurance style.
It'll endure
do
you.
Do you get out of breath?
Yeah, I get out of breath. I sweat like a pig.
Okay,
So
probably what I need to do.
you should.
Because I did that the whole weekend.
Incorporate some of that into your workout plan
Okay.
that you don't have right now. Right?
I know. I keep saying I need to get back, and that's the problem. Once you get back, it'll be okay. But
Yeah. It's
I just
rough to
need
get back going.
the hardest part is getting up in the morning.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
It's an hour earlier.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
It's deliberate for sure when you do
Yeah.
it. So let's talk about the weather.
you want to talk about the weather? Okay.
I'm hot. All of a sudden, I got a hot flash. Now, I
Well,
don't
they're
know if
gonna have
that's
some-
hormones or if that's something else playing
It's
it.
a little warm in here today.
Okay. It's not just me.
Not just you. I've got a hot flash too because
Okay.
I'm old.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you have some estrogen going on?
No. I hope
Sun-
not.
Well, I have testosterone, so, whatever.
When you take away all that testosterone, it's all estrogen. I sit and watch a
There you
movie and
go.
just bawl and bawl and bawl and say, I just want to sit with the girls.
Well, today is sunny with a high of 95. Heat index is 98. No particular wind to note. And tonight is low of 70. Tuesday is sunny with a high of 96. And Tuesday night, mostly clear, low of 71. Go ahead.
Wednesday, high near 95, calm winds. Wednesday night, low 70 degrees with some more calm winds. Thursday, 20% chance of showers moves into the area with a little bit of thunderstorm activity, possibly. Mostly sunny with a high near 95 degrees. And then Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 69. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the highs are going to be in the mid 80s. For Friday, 50% chance of showers for Friday, and then Friday evening is 20% chance. 30% chance of showers on the weekend Saturday, high 85, and Sunday, high 86 with a 30%
Now, I don't know if
chance.
those 80s are a trend that we're going to start with before fall or
Yeah.
if we're going to have another heat wave. But
Well, I've noticed it, and I know that it's a lot of dry. It's been more dry than normal.
Very.
My pond is almost dry.
yeah.
So that tells me that it's not been a very wet season, and the trees are starting to. Some of the leaves are starting to, and
Yeah.
some of it
Because it's so dry.
They're turning brown on the trees.
Yeah.
So,
Like they're dead. They're not even going through pretty stage.
and I don't even know if that's indication of early fall or not. But it's.
You're not I thought you were a meteorologist.
I am. Well, I printed that certificate that said I was, and I lost it. So
Well,
I
that
don't know
means
where
you're
I've.
defunct now.
Okay.
It doesn't work
To
anymore.
figure out where I put that.
Okay, there's your weather. And before we go to talk with DePonder, we're going to talk a little about what? Ice cream.
The scream.
Do you have that? Ice cream? If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. They have over 20 flavors, including non-dairy vegan flavors that are always homemade and
I've got
delicious.
6 pints in my freezer.
Oh, I just finished off our 2 this week.
I just go down the list and buy the next
Keep trying them.
flavor.
Okay. Located on North Main Street next to Merchandise Outlet. You're on your way to paradise.
Okay. And also, we need to say a little bit about the deal of the day for Moark Big Deals.
Yeah.
If you don't have the app, you can download the app by going to moarkbigdeals.com. And, of course, if you're there, you can look at the deals.
Right.
But if you want to download that app where you can do it on the run, you can do that. Today's big deal of the day, Moark Big Deals of the day, is Turpentine Creek. You know, it's usually $32 to get in.
Right, a regular pass.
But if you act today, it's $16, half price.
There you go. What a deal of the day that
Yeah.
is. There you go.
Take advantage of that.
Take advantage of it.
Go to moarkbigdeals.com.
All right, let's go on to ponder something.
Okay.
How about that?
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Does anyone actually enjoy the music you listen to on hold?
Oh my gosh. No.
No.
You know what would be different if it was a long version, if it was like if it was a long extended version of an instrumental song, but it's usually a loop.
Right.
Of 30 seconds or something.
And it's boring to listen to it over and over again.
And over and over.
And if you're calling the IRS people, you're on there for 2 hours. I mean, let me just...
Yeah. And what I love about it is it'll get to the end of the loop. Mm-hmm. It's a loop, but there's an end to that loop. They make probably
and then what? It's just dead
loop.
silence?
Dead silence. And you go, oh, I'm going to get a person. Yeah. And it goes right back to that loop.
Here's what I would do. Like some places, airlines are good about this too. They will give you, they'll tell you, give us your number and we will give you a call back.
Yeah.
So you don't have to sit there in the queue while all that's going on. So
unless it's important. And then I've done that before and they never call back, or they call back 3 days later.
Now I've had them call back so far.
Yeah.
But I think every place ought to try to implement that. It'd be very beneficial. So.
Yep.
All right.
Does anyone actually enjoy the music that they listen to when they are on hold?
There you go.
Yuck. Just answer the phone.
Well,
on the other flip side of that, does it bother you a little bit when you get someone that you can't understand?
Well, it's hard. Yes, because I mean, I don't want to. It's hard. Yes, I'll just answer that.
And you know, I don't want to be.
I want to be mindful that the fact that they are not speaking the same language as me very well, and not be ugly. But I have to say, can you repeat that a lot?
Yes, and I'll have to say, wait a minute. Could you repeat that slower?
Right.
And could you enunciate that? I don't know if they know how to enunciate.
Right.
In English.
I don't know.
They enunciate in their language.
Their native language.
Their native language.
You can tell by the dialect.
Right. But you have met other people that are from that country that speak better English, and you go, why don't you get that job?
Maybe they. Oh, yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I don't know the answers to all that.
But I think a lot of it is they're learning the language.
They're learning right.
And a lot of these companies pay for overseas.
Is it cheaper?
Well, why would they do it in America when people want $15 an hour when they can get it for $3 an hour?
Right.
Or whatever the rate is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And is that fair? I don't like the idea. I mean, this shirt probably cost $2 to make, or maybe 50 cents to make. And I bought it for
15, 20, 25, you know?
No, probably less than 10.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. And am I the problem? Yes, I'm the problem for buying this guy.
Yeah.
I think Americans, we have sold out.
We have cheaper over home or American made. Mm-hmm. But some people can't help that hardly either. Now, some people do it intentionally. You know what I mean? But some people don't have the fun. Yeah, it is tough.
No, they don't. They don't.
No, but they're doing it to buy groceries, you know?
Right. And talking about food and the whole concept of Robert F. Kennedy moving over to support Trump is that his agenda is to straighten out health issues.
Yes.
Yes,
and food
and I'm
related.
behind that 100%.
Me too. And he said both him and Trump are along the same line on that. So they'll work together on, I can't remember, there was some acronym or something that he was talking about. But
yeah.
Anyway,
And he was a candidate that
It's true.
I was considering. I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be hard to vote for him here in Arkansas because it's such a Republican state. But 2028.
We'll see what happens.
If he gets involved with Trump, he could be the next president after Trump.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
And what does this have to do with music on hold?
We're going to move on.
Yeah, go to our Facebook page and answer the question: does anyone actually enjoy the music they listen to when they're on hold?
And you can also go back and replay. You can also replay Dan's whole schmear on. We don't even know where that went. Moving on.
Sorry.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
It took George Washington 6 years to rectify men's grievances by war, but it took 72 years to establish women's rights by law.
104 years ago, that's 1920, the 19th Amendment to the Constitution took effect, guaranteeing American women the right to vote. It was a long time coming for Carrie Chapman Catt with the National American Woman Suffrage Association.
You know who she sounds like?
Who?
She sounds like the cartoon character on Tweety Bird. The mother that owns Tweety Bird.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it I'm
Okay.
Okay.
Cardinale Luciani.
This was 46 years ago. Albino Cardinal Luciani.
No, Luciani.
Lucis. What's this? Cheese.
Luciana.
Luciani.
Hana.
That sounds Italian to me. Let's see. He was elevated to the. I have no idea what I'm reading here. Papacy. Papacy by the College of the Cardinals at the Vatican. He succeeded Pope Paul VI, who died 20 days earlier. And the cardinal deacon who made this announcement in Latin.
Y'all, there's some words in here we're not even doing.
The search of the residence revealed a hidden backyard within a backyard. The hidden backyard had sheds, tents, and outbuildings where JC and the girls spent most of their lives.
Wow. 15 years ago, California authorities solved the disappearance of J.C. Lee Dugard, who was kidnapped 18 years earlier at the age of 11. The next day, El Dorado County Undersheriff Fred Kohler told reporters she had had 2 children with her kidnapper and was kept hidden outside his home. Good grief.
Get the hell off the beach in Asbury Park and get out.
Wow.
13 years ago, back in 2011, more than 2 million people among the eastern seaboard were ordered to move to safer ground as Hurricane Irene approached the coast. And this was New Jersey Governor Chris Christie and his bluntness to the fact, get the heck off the coast. You're going to be injured.
Yep.
This kind of loss will resonate in these halls for a long, long time.
9 years ago, reporter Allison Parker and cameraman Adam Ward were shot to death during a live interview on WDBJ-TV in Roanoke by a former station employee. General Manager Jeff Marks was giving those remarks.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah.
The affidavit lays out why the Justice Department wanted to search Mar-a-Lago. It says classified documents were found in 14 of the 15 boxes of records sent in January from former President Trump's home to the National Archives. Some contained intelligence that had been obtained from government informants.
This was in 2022, 2 years ago. An affidavit released by the FBI showed that 14 of the 15 boxes recovered from the former President Donald Trump's Florida estate contained classified documents, many of them top secret, mixed in with miscellaneous newspaper, magazines, and personal correspondence. CBS correspondent Skylar Henry made that comment. And then they found some in Biden's garage.
Yeah, and they're both.
And I may have some.
Really?
Yeah. And I stamp everything that I do classified and top secret.
Just to raise questions?
Recipes.
Okay. Classified, top secret. All right. Little jazz for you, Dan.
I love it.
64 years ago, jazz musician Branford Marsalis was born from the album Requiem. That was Bulworth.
You know, he was the music director for The Tonight Show in the very beginning.
It sounds like a Tonight Show
with
type
Jay Leno.
Oh.
He worked there. I don't even know if he had worked there a year. But
Aren't you just a bit of trivia?
well, I like this kind of music, and I followed him. And
Did you?
Yeah, I thought that was cool that they got a
Creeper?
jazz guy, but he just it didn't fit his. Yeah, I'm a creeper.
We're moving on.
I'd like to begin today by apologizing on behalf of you to me.
This was 54 years ago. It's a birthday cut. Actress Melissa McCarthy was born. She won rave reviews playing the White House press secretary Sean Spicer in Saturday Night Live.
Yep. And, yep.
You guys give up or you're thirsty for more?
44 years ago, actor Macaulay Culkin was born. We remember him best from Home Alone.
He's an old guy now.
I know, right?
Just 40s.
Yeah.
Attention crew of the Enterprise, this is James Kirk. Either we're going down, or they are.
Yeah. It's either us going down or they're going down.
How appropriate you have this one.
This is a birthday cut. 44 years ago today, actor Chris Pine was born. He has held roles in a number of blockbuster films, including Into the Woods, Wonder Woman, and Wrinkle in Time. And he also played Captain James T. Kirk in the Star Trek reboot film directed by J.J. Abrams.
Okay. Lastly,
honestly, when I'm walking down the street, no one's ever like, hey, look at that man. I think they're just like, whoa, that tall child looks terrible. Get some rest, tall child.
42 years ago, comedian John Mulaney was born. Here is a segment from his comedy special, New in Town. We have guests in the studio, and we will be visiting with Donna Braymer. I thought who was coming, but we have the mayor with us.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to get some Creekside updates and ask questions and such. What do you want to do?
We need to do some little pomp and circumstance.
You can pomp your circumstance. I'm just going to go to break. How about that?
Okay.
We would invite you to stay with us. We will be back shortly after break. Welcome back to Around the Table.
We got a house full this morning.
We do. We have in the studio with us Mayor Jerry Jackson and Donna Braymer with the City of Harrison. And I know we have some updates that I wanted to talk about, specifically Creekside, but anything else y'all want to hit on, of course, we're always willing to listen and hear and learn, because we like to do that.
And hear.
Yeah, and hear.
Exactly.
We're talking about our hearing problems we all have. Yeah.
We're all like over 60.
Yeah.
So
now
or in the 60s or whatever.
Where are we at on the sprinkler system? I mean, the sprinkler system is finished. Would you? When's the date that you can move into that building?
Well, the sprinkler system is actually finished completely now.
Okay.
Yeah, everywhere. And I know that was somewhat of a holdup because aquatics was finished several months back, but we didn't have the sprinkler in there. But now we do. That's all good. The aquatics is 100% done. The remodel is 100%. We got to go in and clean it, but 100% done. The other building, which really is not going to prevent us from opening, and that's why we went ahead and set the date.
Okay.
Things that need to be done before we open, the big things are the parking lot,
right?
The street, the outside, things like that. But, we're only, 6 weeks away?
You have a grand opening date in October 12th? Is it 12th?
10
October 12th.
Okay.
On a Saturday.
Going to be a huge day. I mean, we've got a lot planned. In addition to that, Explore Harrison is going to do Oktoberfest following our grand opening, and they're going to do it right there on the football field.
Okay.
They have a lot of food trucks, a lot of music, a lot of beer.
On the soccer field?
No, the old football field.
The old football field.
Yeah, what's going to become the music venue.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to build a stage, and we're going to have bands similar to what y'all went to Friday night.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll be a great thing. That'll probably start. We'll kick that off next spring, probably April, May, whenever the weather's warm.
What's the capacity of people that can be there? I mean, have you looked into that?
We're expecting 2,000 can be there.
Oh.
They tell us 9,000 can go on that field. Now, I don't know if we're standing next to each other, but we're going to plan for 2,000 people. I'm not sure we'll always get that many, but it'll comfortably hold 2,000.
It'll probably depend on who you bring in.
It does.
Yeah.
Definitely it depends
and
on who you bring in.
Areas.
Yeah.
Right.
We'd like to have about 4 or 5 summer concerts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. And now this will take place, you said, right after the grand opening on the 12th.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hope you guys will come.
Yes.
Really. Now that's a Saturday morning, but it's going to be a
What
blast.
time?
10 o'clock.
Okay, well, that's doable.
Yeah, I know.
Saturday morning is my only morning that I am not obligated to get up early. So I'm like, 10 o'clock's doable.
Of that day.
Well, kind of. A little bit. Yeah. What else is going on?
Well, we have a lot. Believe it or not, we're working on Goblin Drive. Goblin Drive is Energy has now received everything from us. We're going to spend nearly $1 million to move the lines. Everything on Goblin Drive is city cost. No state, no grants. It's all on us. And we're probably looking at $10 million.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
know. A lot of money. But it's got to be done.
When you talk about the electric lines, there's a substation at the end of Goblin, and those lines go in front of the school. Is that right?
They do.
Yeah, so you're moving those?
We're moving those.
Okay.
Yeah, the Energy is.
Yeah, but you're paying them.
Yeah.
Are you moving them on the other side of the road?
Where
are you putting them?
I think they're going on the other side.
Yeah.
That's the only side they could go on. So all of the lines will move.
Why are they having to be moved, I guess is my question.
Because of the street, we're going to straighten it out a little. We're
Okay.
going to put in the roundabouts.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're gonna
Sidewalks.
go to the east more, I think, aren't you, with more road? Is that the way? I looked at the map and it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
they're
the
going to cut
east
into
would
the
be-
parking lot, maybe.
the east would be the school side.
Right.
Yeah, it'll become 3-lane. I don't know, maybe a little bit from each, but the roundabouts, of course, are the big thing. And we're going to do 2 of them.
I was going to say
hopefully we'll get this done next summer.
So while school's out, because
hopefully.
that will be a little logistical.
Well, that'd be fun the first day. Come on.
You're going to have lots of comments.
You think 7 Brew was a mess?
Oh my gosh!
Saturday, evidently, it was nuts with the free shirt swag
it was
day.
Nuts.
I was just wanting a coffee. I just wanted to try their coffee, and I didn't know about the T-shirts.
I'll tell you what, they did a great job Saturday. I didn't realize it, but they pushed everything to the back.
Yes.
Nothing in the front.
Well, I was going to
hold up the highway.
I was planning to pull in the front.
Yeah.
No, you can't do
Well,
that.
Even out on out towards Cottonwood Road, that behind streets was like.
I know we got a lot of feedback on what a horrible location. They can't
I heard that too.
We worried about that
These
too.
folks know what they're doing. They're not going to spend millions of dollars if they. If they have any doubts.
and Wade approved everything. They could see that it was going to work.
Well, I think that people that frequent that every day or on a regular basis will say, we're going to go the back streets and go in.
They'll figure it out. They probably already have it figured out.
They probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what a neat addition to our community.
Yeah.
But I read somewhere there's another coffee place. Have you heard that, or is that not?
No,
okay.
It is. I saw it.
I saw something
weekend.
of course, Facebook is my encyclopedia of knowledge.
Downtown, the Ramsey family is putting in coffee and crepes.
Yes.
So and they're going to have a drive-through. They'll drive down the alley.
Right. They have a drive.
I know it. So that'll be wonderful. I have eaten this weekend at 1915 Cafe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've got some great local food.
Yeah, we've tried to get them on the show. They're busy.
They're busy.
Really busy.
She told me come back in October and ask her.
I know it. Isn't that great?
Well, it's her and her son, I think. Son's running it. And they've got 2 businesses going, so they're quite busy. But that's the kind of people you want here doing those kind of things.
Right.
And that's the strength of small town communities, the mom and pop entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
It's nice to see growth within our area for sure.
Hardworking.
We have a committee working on downtown that's been working. You go to every meeting since January. They have done so much, learned so much. There's a lot going to happen. It's all going to be good. A little thing. Did you see, Donna, that email we got? No, you don't. I'll have to send it to you. Downtown people were praising the cops.
Oh, yes, I did get
those.
those.
Did you get a copy of that?
Wonderful.
They have been complaining they'd like a cop down there, so we finally told the cops, let's have a little presence down there.
They have been driving around.
Right.
Now they're actually
now they're
out
getting
of the
out
car,
walking around. And then people love that.
They do love that.
Merchants love that.
Right. So is there other businesses that you can fill us in that are going to plan to be downtown? Or anywhere, actually, within our city?
Even if there's even talk about it.
Let me tell you, there are more businesses right now wanting to be in Harrison than ever before by far.
That's awesome. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, what do you attribute to?
Good question.
No, I know the answer.
You know the answer.
I just don't want to say it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine.
There's 7 right now.
Wow, that are considering
they're not considering. They want to be here. Trucks are on the way if we find the spot.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, and they're all national names.
Okay.
So and sometimes you'll get beat up a little bit about. Well, you shouldn't be wanting those people.
Well,
we need our locals.
Support local, yeah.
I know. And we need to support local, and let's all support local. But let's not close the door on the national people either.
But you look at
that's old-time thinking.
Yeah, you look at bigger communities that have all of the big names. They also encourage the smaller guy to go with business
There's
too.
room for both.
Yeah. You always nitpick what the big guy's doing, and you say, I can do a better job. Go do it.
I'll tell you, if I had a choice to eat at 1915 or IHOP, I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
1915 for sure.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, for sure. And anything else from y'all that
The
you want?
fire station downtown has broke ground, and they're moving dirt around, and that is looking great.
Is that what they're doing in that little alcove in the front of the junior high there?
It's going to be right there on Pine Street, where the new part of the school, when we remodeled the school back in the early 2000s, that new part, it's right there in that little corner.
I'll be darned, I didn't know that.
I couldn't believe it would fit, but it's going to fit and looks great.
Wow.
So all of the fire trucks and the quarters are going to be moved there?
From
and is it going to be a two-story building or not?
No.
Just a one level?
Just one story. It's a substation. It's replacing what was downtown. Actually, what replaced downtown is now Central Fire down Industrial Park Road.
Oh, okay.
That's the biggie. And then down there, that'll just be 2 trucks probably.
Oh, okay.
But the great thing is, we're going to have firefighters at Creekside 24/7.
Oh.
Isn't that wonderful? Right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's close to my office, just in case.
Yeah,
that's
just
great.
in case. Absolutely.
That's why to think about the community, Dan.
Yeah.
How's it going to help me?
How's it going to help me?
How's it going to help me? I know. I think everybody's got a little of that.
Of course we do.
Of course they do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, anything else y'all want to add before we?
There's so much going on.
Exactly.
And
it's probably hard to narrow it down.
We're going to ride it for a couple of years. I think the bridge may be done before they expected. They're actually moving along better than we thought.
Good deal.
Yeah, they said 2 years and 9 months, and they've got probably 60% of the piers in. And the piers have got to be what takes the most time.
Yeah.
So, no, just so much going on. Weather's been wonderful. Even got rain, so can't complain right now.
Lake Harrison is changing back to the old Crooked Creek. And is it going to look basically the way it is now, or is that going to change any?
I'm not even sure that'll happen.
Okay.
It's only been 6 years we're working on it.
It's kind of out of our hands.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out of our hands.
You don't know
now,
what they're going to do.
We're hoping it'll happen. We're going to try to make it happen. We believe in it so much.
Okay.
But there's been challenges there.
Yeah.
So from state.
Okay.
But we're going to keep on it because that would be one of the coolest things ever if we make that happen.
Okay.
Wonderful.
The currents.
Wouldn't that be fun to go kayak on your lunch break?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be.
Well, we expect y'all to keep around the table notified of all the progress and the changes and the updates because we like to hear it and we like to tell our community.
Well, we appreciate
Let them
you sharing, helping us share the good news.
Share. That sounds like Sunday.
Yes.
Share the good news.
That's right.
Like
City of Harrison.
By the way, Ann, you
government.
look terrific. I mean, you look terrific every week singing. But yesterday,
how are you going to
was
get out of
different.
that? That was a backhanded compliment. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it was a compliment. But yesterday you had on like a formal dress,
which I don't do often.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, maybe you could sing for us at Creekside opening.
I don't know what to discuss that. Maybe. We'll see.
Ann is my wife's favorite by far. Ann's got one of the most beautiful voices.
She does,
She does.
Well, you're very kind. Thank you.
Well,
make me blush.
I mean,
no. We need to get off here and take a break.
Right.
But we've had a great conversation with Mayor Jerry Jackson and Donna Braymer, and we appreciate them stopping by and giving us updates.
Well, thanks for having
Always
us.
appreciate it. All right. We invite y'all to stay with us. We'll be right back with Around the Table. How many more sneezes are going to come with that one, Dan?
I had to sneeze. I'm so sorry. This is the time of year I sneeze more than normal.
Is it like allergy season?
It must
something?
be.
Or
well, I went out.
I went
out and mowed yesterday, so I've got it all up in my olfactory elements. You know that department. You know, just I'm sneezing.
Your olfactory elements. It's like so professional.
You know what an olfactory is, don't you?
Yeah, it's up in here where your nose and all your
that's what
nose,
makes you smell.
Yeah. You smell. All right. That's
smell.
for darn tootin'.
Okay, all right.
Hey, I'm going to mention some upcoming stuff. Unless you got something.
No, you got this, the Circle of Life.
Yes.
They need to close, right?
Which is like for mothers, and I think mothers who are going back to school and that type of thing and trying to get... Anyway, Healthy Family Circle of Life is a home visiting program that empowers pregnant and parenting teens and young mothers in northern Arkansas to provide a healthy, nurturing environment for their children, as well as develop personal, educational, and vocational skills for a more productive life. They are in need of baby clothes of all sizes. They would really appreciate any donations, and you can call Dina Dillard at 870-204-3843. But that's a really good cause. And I'd like to see people support that. Coming up in September, there's going to be auditions at the Lyric for The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and that's going to happen September 14th and 15th.
Yeah. Do they need volunteers?
They always need volunteers. And you can...
And how can you get notifications from...
You can send a message on the Lyric Theater Ozark Arts Council Facebook page.
Okay.
Or if you want to reach out, I've got connected Todd Scarborough with them to get on their
and I've got somebody that's interested
list.
too.
So I just contacted the executive director.
And what are some of the jobs?
Well, when you get a Sign Up Genius notifications, you can do concessions, you can do box office, you can do bar, you can do usher. And what that requires is being there early and getting, your station all ready or whatever.
Yeah.
But also clean up after the event, because that doesn't just happen. It takes volunteers to do that.
It takes volunteers to clean up, yeah.
Right. And there's other areas you can volunteer during a play for different, like, if you have, I would think they would want somebody with some experience, like for stage managing, but
anything like that.
The best way to do that is to contact the Ozark Arts Council and find out, or a member of the Theater Company of the Ozarks.
Okay.
Find out. But you can go on the Facebook page.
Okay, I'm a member, and I didn't know. I didn't know
really
what the process was. I knew that you needed to contact somebody, but
or
how
know
would
somebody.
you do that? Know somebody, yeah.
Know somebody.
Apparently, I don't know.
You don't know anything.
Well, there's people that have asked me, and I have talked to people about, you should be involved. I mean, they're always looking for volunteers.
Okay, yeah.
And it's not a hard job. It's just, and you meet people. You interact with people, and it's fun, and it's exciting, and
I would encourage you too to join the email list, because that gives you opportunity to know when upcoming things are happening and stuff. So, do you know where Hickey Park is?
Hickey,
yeah.
Yes, it's the park next to the fairgrounds.
Well, there's a car craze and derby race going to happen there September 7th. Did you know about that?
Oh, I didn't know.
From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
But I wasn't sure Hickey Park was.
A car crazy?
It says car craze.
Oh, car craze.
And derby race. So maybe that's happening at the fairground. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's all the information that was on this little blurb. So that's all I have. And then the Yamaha of Harrison's Motorsports Rodeo will be coming up on September 7th. That will be at the Harrison Roundup Club Arena.
Okay.
I'm just going through some that are early September, trying to.
Well, in September, later in September, 27th through the 29th, we've got Little Shop of Horrors. That's always a popular play.
Yep.
And they're in rehearsals right now.
They are, by golly.
In the midst of all that, and also on October 4th through the 6th, or 4.
October 4th through 6th will be performances as well.
Oh, they're having a lot of those performances.
2 different weekends.
Okay.
Which it's a musical, and that's pretty common for musicals to feature them 2 different weekends.
Okay.
So there you go. Hey, we need to take another break.
Okay.
We ran long with our monologue.
And then the mayor was here.
And then the mayor, and
we had a lot of information to cover there.
Exactly. Please stay with us. We'll be right back to close out the show. When we return, we'll be talking with Dan and Ann on Around the Table right here at KHOZ. And all the other places you can watch us, which I'm going to let Dan tell you. But
well, you can follow us on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube, it's Hometown Television, or it's Around the Table. On Facebook. You can watch us on television on the local cable system, Cox Cable System, 843. And if you have digital TV at home, you can watch us on 26.1.
There you go. All kinds of ways.
Yeah.
Right,
and we're live.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann right here at KHOZ. And we are like in our last 6 minutes of the show, Dan.
No.
You've
happened?
talked way too much.
Me?
This entire time. I'm so tired of it.
Moi?
Moi. Don't act like you're so innocent and don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't remember even saying much.
Really?
I didn't get my word salad in today.
You didn't?
No.
Would you like to do that now? We'll hold the phone and hold the floor and hold everything for you to be able to get your word salad in.
We talk about AI quite a bit.
We do.
We talk about AI. Well, they elected an AI mayor.
What?
Yeah, they
Where?
Put a
They who?
Okay. Cheyenne, Wyoming will not be governed by an AI bot.
Will not be.
A candidate who campaigned on the promise of letting a customized Chat GPT bot make all the mayoral decisions received only 327 of the 11,036 votes in the week's mayor primary.
Well, thank you, Jesus, for that.
Victor Miller, the humbled meat avatar for the bot, finished well behind the two voter representatives.
Wow.
And then incumbent Patrick Collins, 6,286 votes, and Rick Coppinger had 2,787, will advance to the general election. So people don't have much trust in AI.
Yeah, and I don't have a lot of trust in some people, so there we are. Now what do we do?
Well, I think that they thought, well, AI can make all the decisions.
Right.
So.
Well, I would I wouldn't vote for an AI.
We've got we've got X, we've got Twitter, we've got Facebook, we've got all of these. We got Truth
TikTok
Social,
and blah,
TikTok.
blah, blah. Yeah, all that.
Have you heard of Telegram?
No.
Telegram, the founder of that was arrested.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the founder of the social.
And that's another social platform.
Yeah, it's a social media app. Telegram was arrested after landing in a private jet just outside of Paris. Pavel Durov is his name. He founded this company. Was taken into on charges of fraud, drug trafficking, organized crime, promoting of terrorism, and cyberbullying. And his former press secretary calls the arrest a monstrous attack on freedom of speech worldwide. Now, he didn't do all of these things, but he allowed a free and open platform where people were allegedly doing that. The billionaire founder is accused of failing to curb the criminal use of Telegram, which allows organizing and recruiting by terrorist organizations, drug runners, far-right extremist groups, and a weapons dealer.
That's what happens when you leave open a platform, I guess.
I don't know. I have Telegram.
Oh, yeah?
I have all kinds of different ones.
Do you look at them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And there are legitimate people on there trying to get the word out. But it is the only one that's free and accessible. There's no
charge whatsoever of any kind.
Well, there's no restrictions.
Uh-huh.
And when you're talking about freedom of speech, you get in trouble with some groups because they say that's not that's hate speech, or that's needs to be curbed, or that needs to be regulated. So you're a slippery slope whether speech is regulated or not.
I don't know if our society is very good at distinguishing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, who enforces speech that you don't like? The government.
The government, exactly.
So,
wow.
Do we want that much control?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a
either.
slippery slope. Really is.
Hey, today is National Dog Day, National Women's Equality Day, National Toilet Paper Day, National Cherry Popsicle Day, National Got Checked Day. Check for breast cancer is what that's referring to. And go ahead if you want to do any of those.
The start of the national football season, National Motorist Consideration Day, which we don't always do, but we should probably do that.
Yeah.
Day 2 of the Burning Man Festival. That's in Black Rock, Nevada.
Okay.
And the start of the U.S. Open tennis tournaments happening today.
Wow. All right. We want you to tune in tomorrow for Around the Table with Dan and Ann at 9 a.m.
Please do.
Please do. Thank you for tuning in today. We'll see y'all on Tuesday.